with turkey time coming around, we're gonna make ourselves some cranberry. Maria loves her cranberries, so we're gonna make sure that we give her something sides for her turkey dinner. So here we go. So we have cranberries, and you can use fresh, you can use frozen. Right here I got about 450 grams of cranberries, which is about 2 cups, just a little under 2 cups. So in my pot and on my stove, I've got heating up. I got some water, 2/3 of a cup. In each one of those, I'm going to add some sugar, 2/3 of a cup of sugar. You have to add enough sugar, or if you don't, it will not thicken. I'm making 2 different kinds here, so this is so much easier than just going back to your, to your store and picking up a can. You want to make sure that when you're having your turkey dinner coming up soon, that you have the proper turkey jam, because that's what it is. It's turkey jam. That's what we call it here in the Maritimes. And you want to make sure that you have the proper stuff to wow your guests with some fresh cranberry sauce. So in the pot here, we've got some our sugar and water. We're just going to let that dissolve. Okay, I'm going to be making 2 different types. So this is very generic, so you can do this however you want. So I'm going to be making a cranberry raspberry with lime cranberry sauce. So I'm going to take the limes, so a handful of limes, I'm going to put them in the pot that I'm going to use, which is this one. The other one, I'm just going to make a citrus. So I've got all this nice citrus. I'm going to throw that in this pot. And we're going to stir. I want to bring this to a quick boil. You can already smell it coming up. Okay, once we get to the full boil here, then we'll add our cranberries, our raspberries. Okay, so as you can see, our lemons and clementines are nicely boiling away. The lime one's almost there, so we'll take our cranberries, we're going to add them in. Okay, give those a stir. All submerged. We're going to let those cook until they just start to pop, and probably give them about 3 to 4 minutes past once it starts to boil. And then over here, this lime one's ready to go. It's going to cool down once you put the frozen cranberries in. If you had fresh cranberries, it would be even better. And then we'll add these a pint of raspberries, all washed off, nice and clean, good to go. Get them in there. Give them a stir. Now the cranberries, the raspberries, we don't mind if they mush up a bit, because it's the flavor we want, not necessarily the chunks. But we'll let that come to a boil, and we'll let that simmer. So really, for your cranberry sauce, you can make it whatever you want, however you want to make it personalized to you. Your extra flavors, like your limes, your lemons, and your clementines. Grapefruit if you really want to. You could add things to this to make it more you. Throw some different types of berries, some partridge berries, some ground cherries, even cherries if you really wanted to. You can make this cranberry sauce your own and unique. You can throw a cinnamon stick in there, or some cloves. That'll give it a different flavor. Even think that you could possibly put some tea bags in there if you had some flavored tea bags, and that would give it a kind of a different flavor as well. So you could cook a tea bag in there and get that if you wanted like a green tea cranberry or a peppermint flavor. You could do that as well, because Maria might like that. Being involved with the tea. But you could try that, and what's the worst that can happen? Okay, our cranberry sauce is done. So you have your glass jars ready, and you can grab yourself a funnel. These are nice. You can get 2 different size jars. These are great for giving away, so you can give some people some on the way out, because you might make too much, but you probably won't, because you probably want to use it all in your leftovers. You take and you just kind of divide it up evenly into your jars. I like to keep the nice oranges and lemons in here, so that as it thickens up and as it cools, all that goodness and flavor will infuse into your cranberry sauce. Okay, you might make a mess if you don't have this thing. You might make a bigger mess. And there we go. And we're gonna let that cool down. We'll put it in the fridge. It smells wonderful. The other one here is done. Okay, so we take another jar. Just grab the spoon. The other one's done. It looks just as good. It's a little frothy because it has those. Look at that. Doesn't look good. Put that in here. Leaving the lemon or the limes in there. Yeah, there we go. Put that back over here, and then there we go. And there's the cranberry, raspberry, lime. There we go. I hope we'll come back in a little bit and see how it looks like when it's cooled down. Okay, so here we are a few hours later. Here we have our citrus cranberry sauce and our raspberry. So let's give them a try. So this one here is the citrus. It's nice and thick. Still got that tartness of the cranberry that you want. Must have that sweetness that you need. And then here, this one here, you can see the seeds. You can see the seeds really well, but there's seeds of the, yeah. Oh, that's different. I guess I like that. Gives a nice little raspberry sweetness that you're not used to. So you can come by later and just pull out all those. You can pull out all like the lemon, the lime, and the citrus later. Just pull them as you need to. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.